So just to be different, I've always used a 0 to 8 scale, which has also been embellished by verbal description. So 0 is non-lame, 2 is mild, 4 is moderate, 6 is severe, and 8 is non-weight bearing, with 1, 3, 5, and 7 being intermediate grades. I don't define the grades any further because it's my observation that horses adapt in different ways. I apply this scale independently at walk and at trot, and within trot, I use it independently in straight lines and on the lunge on a soft surface on each of the left and right reins, and on the lunge on a firm surface on both left and right reins, and when applicable, also when ridden. And I believe that this gives greater scope for describing the spectrum of lameness seen. So it's effectively a numerical rating scale with no definitions. I find it relatively easy to apply consistently, and I use in my descriptions not only my visual observations, but also what I hear. So I will document, for example, that the horse lands much more heavily on the left forelimb compared with the right. However, I think we have to realize with whatever scale that we use, if the horse is lame on more than one limb, we potentially cannot actually describe the severity of lameness in the lamest limb, because it's compensating for the lameness in more than one limb. I like to see the horse moving first at the walk. At the walk, there is a longer duration of the stance phase, which results in increased extension of the distal interphalangeal joint, and as a result, increased tension in the deep digital flexor tendon. Therefore, some foot-related lamenesses will appear more severe at the walk than at the trot. I also want to observe the horse turning. Look at the degree of fetlock extension. With lameness, there may be reduced extension of the fetlock of the lame limb due to reduced loading. However, with suspensory dysfunction, there may be increased extension through lack of support of the fetlock. This horse wings the right forelimb. However, the rhythm sounds symmetrical. I see no head nod. I see no evidence of forelimb lameness, despite the asymmetrical limb flights in front. This horse shows moderate asymmetry of the pelvic movement, mimicking a grade 3 out of 8 right hind limb lameness. However, the horse also shows a right forelimb lameness, which is rather variable in degree, depending somewhat upon the horse's head and neck posture.